Hey everybody, this is Teleprompter for Life. I'm here to answer 571's video, 5 questions every intelligent atheist must answer. Since I consider myself to be an atheist and to be somewhat intelligent, here's my response. Number 1. Non-believers often say that Christians and other theists have God gaps, inserting supernatural for explanations to phenomena which they do not understand, but non-believers do the same when they insert chance as a solution for phenomena that they do not understand. To refute this, I will evaluate the differences between the scientific method and the method which religions use to evaluate phenomena. Religious what do I want to call it? Religious revelation, religious knowledge is static and does not change no matter what the evidence is. Scientific conclusions change when there's new evidence to confirm or deny a hypothesis or theory, and I believe this is a much more solid basis to explain our world and to interpret phenomena. In science, uh, if you're wrong, you can always be corrected by the evidence, and in religion, uh, you can never admit you're wrong. It's unchangeable. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't seem like a good system for the acquisition of knowledge. I prefer science. Number 2, why should there be something instead of nothing? Well, I want to ask, why should a supernatural deity have a creation instead of not having a creation? That's pretty much the same question. There's really no answer for it. In much of this universe, there isn't anything, there isn't life. It's void, really. Just, there's no life. There's no capacity for it to exist. And I think that proves that nothing or something, you know, something isn't preferable because there's not a lot of it. So there you go. Number 3, where do you get your morals from? A lot of my morality is based on the principle of empathy, that I don't do something to someone else because I wouldn't want it being done to me, or I do something positive for someone else because I know it would be good for me. It's a golden rule. It's very simple. And what I want to ask is 571, where do you get your morals from? If you say you get your morals from the Bible, then your morality is just as subjective as mine is. Because if you want to evaluate what is good and what is bad from the Bible, then and you do not agree with it 100%, then you must have an exterior source of morality to evaluate the Bible from. And then you must be appealing to the same elements of morality that I am. Now, you also have to examine all the other cultures and all the religions in the world which do not have your standard of morality, the Christian one, but do have a standard of morality that is workable and that people follow and lead decent lives by. Let's see. You say that evolution describes morality, but it does not prescribe anything. That's true, but there are things which have been influenced by evolution which do prescribe morality, such as our human empathy, which I just talked about. Question number 4, how did morals evolve? Morals evolved. Yes, that's all we need to know. What is the definition of evolution? Change over time. Have morals changed? Yes, we used to think slavery was immoral. We used to think slavery was moral. I should have said, now we think it's immoral. That's change. Happened over time, that's the definition of evolution. That's fairly simple. People had one opinion, then they saw the suffering of slaves, and people fought about it for a long time, and they saw how it degraded people, and then they held another conclusion about it. That's how morality evolved. Pretty simple. And also, you talked about a caveman analogy. One caveman kills another caveman, and you say the murderer should feel guilty because he failed at evolution, and I agree with you that it's an absurd conclusion. What's more likely is that in the tribal society to which the two cavemen belonged, the tribe decided that the murder was a negative outcome for them because it reduced by one person the manpower they had to find food and feed the tribe. And it's reasons like that for which morality evolved, which make a lot more sense than just saying they were static through all time and never changed, which ignores history and our own human nature. And your last question is, can nature generate complex organisms? What I want to ask you is, can the supernatural uh, generate complex organisms? There's not one instance in all of science where the supernatural has ever caused anything. There's never been one phenomena where we found evidence for supernatural intervention. And until the theists or the Christians can come up with evidence for supernatural intervention or the intervention of their specific deity, the burden of proof is on them to demonstrate this, and therefore I still choose to believe in the natural explanations that I do have evidence for. And if you want to think about how complexity could have arisen from simplicity, think about a snowflake. It's just a very simple pattern, but something very complex arises from it when it is repeated a large number of times to form something very complex from a very simple pattern, which happens throughout our natural world. So thanks for the opportunity to debate with you. I love your style, and I think you're very good at what you do. Good night, everyone.